Hey and welcome to Not Only Hollywood. Today I'm going to do an audio commentary of The Housemaid from 2010. This is a South Korean movie. It's a remake of a movie with the same name from 1960 or so, I think. It's directed by Im Sang-soo and it stars my favorite actor in South Korea, Jeon Do-jeon. It also stars Lee Yoon-ye, Yoon Yu-jung, and Siwoo. Lee Yoon-ya is an excellent actor. So I'm going to start the movie now. So this is a drama movie. So I expect some excellent acting from Ji Do-jeon. She is a fantastic actress, just like Sol Kyung-gu. Those two are my two favorite actors from South Korea. And here we are in the city. What is that woman doing? She's standing on the ledge. The camera focuses on people working and talking. But what about the woman who's standing on the ledge? We are still watching people eating, making food. And there's the woman again. What is she going to do? Is she going to jump? Oh my, she jumped. A woman screamed. White devils. The cops are coming. People are pointing. Sirens. Ooh. Maybe she survived. I think that was Jeon Do-jeon. Or not? There lies the woman, and she is dead. And the camera switches over to the ordinary people working and just walking around in the city. And there are two women, and they are at the place where the woman jumped and died. Is that John Jujian? Oh, I think they are lesbians. They are sleeping in the same bed. A fat lady and John Jujian? Yeah. So that wasn't John Jujian who jumped? My God, put a blanket over that fat lady in my eyes. I can't watch this. An old woman asks the fat woman where a woman lives. Is she looking for Jean Dujien? Did I pronounce that sexy? And Jean Dujien is at the rooftop. Yeah, the old woman who has a punchable face. Wow, she is nasty. What happened here? Suddenly, Jean Jujian. Okay, I'm going to call her the protagonist. Oh, she meets the old fart woman at a cafe. Oh, she has a disgusting voice too. Oh, she's going to hire the protagonist, Jian Dujian. She wanted to see how the protagonist lived. Not much of a talker, are you? She tells the protagonist. I think she was hired. Jean Dujian, she's an fantastic actress. One of the best drama actors in Asia. And there lies a fat, pregnant woman. I guess she's the woman of the house. Oh, yeah, that was a sexy angle. Oh, she looks like a little princess. Oh, so the old woman, she works for the princess. The princess looks like Shrek. Oh, she's going to pop out some twins. The protagonist is hired. The protagonist has put on her uniform, looking mighty fine. And here we have a kid. So they have a kid. Wasn't she expecting twins? Maybe I read the subtitles wrong. So here we have a princess number 2 with a attitude and a ugly hairstyle. And the protagonist likes her, it seems. She's trying to charm her. Okay, that little kid, she's pretty good and cute. She has an attitude. And now they are eating. But isn't there a man here? We need a man. And now the protagonist is at the kitchen eating a carrot with the old woman. They are eating. And now the protagonists are brushing her teeth. And the old woman too. He's here. Oh, there is the man of the house. And that's, what's his name again? That's Lee Young-ya, and he's a pretty good actor. You should have seen him in other South Korean movies if you watch South Korean movies. And the daughter tells the father, the man of the house, who the protagonist is and who she worked for. Oh, so she's an, what do you call it? Au pair? And the protagonist goes up to the second floor to serve the master of the house his wine. And his wife, the princess, is complaining. He should just flush her down the toilet where she belongs. She complains about her upcoming birth. And the princess doesn't like the protagonist that much because she acts like a child. And the protagonist is at her room. She's preparing to go to bed, but the little kid wants her to keep the door open. Breakfast time. Someone is playing the piano. Maybe it's the master of the house because the princess, she looks pretty stupid. And the protagonist is going to serve them breakfast, or she or him. Yeah, it's the man of the house playing the piano. It couldn't be that ugly princess. And the protagonist, she looks closely at the man of the house. He looks like he came out from a 60s movie. He has that punchable face, but he's a pretty good actor. And the protagonist closes the door. He was just too hot for her to handle. He's going to work. Maybe he's going on a business trip. Bye. Princess is taking a bath. And the protagonist is washing her hair. The princess is complaining that it's too hot. The only thing she do is to complain. And now the protagonist is washing the bathtub. Oh, and there is the protagonist's underwear. And there is the master of the house. He's back drinking his fine wine. And I guess he will see the protagonist looking hot in the bathtub. He's going to see her underwear. But he must first drink his fine wine. He's a fine wine man. Yep, he discovers the protagonist looking mighty fine. The problem is that his wife is in the same room as he, and he looks at his wife. And he smiles at the protagonist. I think she needs to do something with that sexy uniform. She leaves the bathroom. He smiles, drinks his fine wine. I think my dog just farted. The protagonist is out driving and she had to stop to take a leak. And she looks mighty fine doing it in the snow. Oh, they are on a family trip. The princess, the master of the house, the kid, and the protagonist. And the protagonist, she acts like a little kid. Where are they now? Do they own another house? The little kid is taking a swim, and so is the protagonist, while father and mother, they are watching them. They are just too lazy to take care of their own kid. Effing rich people. Lazy bee. And the kid returns to her parents while the protagonist takes another swim. And here we have the princess doing her job, satisfying her man. She has the body, but she doesn't have the brain. She's talking dirty about how many kids she wants. She wants to have 4 or 5 kids. Let's hope that they don't get her brain. The man of the house looks disappointed. I think he's tired of the princess. The man of the house has a fit body. He's posing with his abs. Oh my! The protagonist is preparing to go to bed, and the man of the house walks down. The problem is that the protagonist is half naked. We can see her sexy melons. And the master of the house is the fine wine man. He's offering her fine wine. Drink up, woman. He tells her to pull off the blanket. He wants to see. And she does as he commands. He pours her some more wine, fine wine. He sits down beside her. Oh my! He starts kissing her. He wants to spend some quality time, but what about his princess? So what's going on here? Is he trying to invite her in? He just stands there. Oh, oh my. Jean-Claude Van Damme would have liked that. Oh yeah, she liked it. The fine wine man. And he behaves like he's the king of the world, like James Cameron. Oh, he poses. He poses while she's doing the work. And now they are heading home. The princess looks ugly and upset. No one is talking. They're just sitting there. The protagonist, she's crying. What's going on? Did something happen that we didn't see? The protagonist served the princess something, and the princess said thank you to the protagonist, so nothing happened. The princess is doing some pregnant yoga while the protagonist is helping her. The man of the house is going to work. And now she reads a story for the kid. The kid is too lazy to read it herself. The man of the house is home again. What? So the man of the house gave the old woman something to her son to congratulate him, and the old woman got angry or something. Maybe she knows what's going on between those two. And he's drinking some fine wine again. That's the old woman again. She looks so grumpy. Grumpy and serious. Oh, she's sneaking around. She's like a bloodhound, and the man of the house enters the protagonist's room. Yep, she's a bloodhound. No, he was entering his daughter's room, but the next door is where the protagonist is sleeping. The protagonist is sort of sleeping in the closet. Oh, yeah, he has entered the protagonist's room, and she lays on her bed, and she doesn't have any clothes on her, and she has a burn mark on her butt or buttocks. And the fine wine man gives the protagonist some more fine wine. And the old woman, she is sneaking around, and now she is upset because I'm not sure who she was looking for, if it was the protagonist or the man of the house, but they are enjoying themselves. The man is talking dirty to the protagonist. He likes that dirty talk. He's a demanding man. And the old woman is listening to them. They are not quiet. And now the protagonist is making herself pretty. It's morning, a new day, another day at work. The old woman is keeping an eye on the protagonist. She is serving the master his breakfast. He's playing the piano again. He looks at her, gives her a nod. She walks up to him. She has put on her red lipstick. He gives her something. What is that? And she walks away. Was that her salary? Is she the hoe of the house? She doesn't look happy. It's a check. The old woman talks to her. You, let's eat. And the protagonist hates her shoes. Now the protagonist is taking care of the princess. The princess with no brain, they are moving around. Oh, so she is expecting twins. And the man of the house is enjoying his fine wine and listening to some opera with the daughter and the princess. That was some ugly speakers. Looks like some Samsung trash. Yes, I know it's not Samsung. They can't make speakers, but it still looks like it. And the old woman is taking a bath while the protagonist is taking a dump, and the old woman complains about her life, her job, everything. The old woman looks like an old cabbage. Oh, she hates her job, that old woman. I wasted my whole life in this place. How long do you plan to do this? I like this job. She asks the protagonist if she's dating or if she has a man, but no. And the old woman just stares at her. And now the old woman visits someone. She's talking about the protagonist. What? They're talking about the protagonist and that she doesn't know that she's pregnant and that she's a little slow in the head. What's going on here? What do you think she'll do when she finds out? Slow or naive? She's not completely stupid, but she won't pull any tricks. What's going on here? She's pure-hearted. Your daughter got mad at me for coming here. Oh, she's the princess' mother. Like she can do anything without me. I heard your son got appointed to prosecutor. Truly amazing, huh? And she gives the old woman an envelope. And she thanks the princess' mother. And here we have the fat woman and the protagonist. And they are talking about the fine wine man, what he did that night. And the protagonist shows the fat woman her check, I think it is. So this is a horror movie. So the mother of the princess, she has an evil plan or something. And the old woman, she works with the mother of the princess. But what are their plans? Getting a divorce? Ruining the fine wine man? Oh, so the protagonist was visiting her mother's grave. Was that a grave? That looked like a dump. And now the protagonist, she's working, but that looks dangerous. And there is the princess and her mother. And there's a robot vacuumer cleaning the floor, but how did that robot vacuumer get down those steps? And the mother of the princess, she bumps into the protagonist's ladder, and the protagonist almost falls down from the second floor. But she grabs the chandelier. But the problem is that the mother of the princess, she meant to bump into the ladder that the protagonist was standing on. I don't think it's called the ladder, but in Norwegian we call it gardintrapp. But they're not helping the protagonist. The kid asks her grandmother to help the protagonist, but the mother of the princess won't help the protagonist. There she fell down. She couldn't hold on any longer. She hit the floor. What is going on? Mom, are you crazy? Asks the princess. Shut up if you don't know anything. And here we have the protagonist. She's at the hospital getting a scan. She has a slight concussion. The old woman is with her. I don't know what's going on. And the evil mother talks to her princess. Your husband is having sex with her and she's pregnant. That's a fact. The possibility that the baby's not your husband's? 0. Oh, that's an evil mother, and she's pretty sexy. She's so evil. So you pulled that fish in front of Nami? I can't believe you. What fish? That was just an accident. The old woman calls them from the hospital and gives them some updates on her injuries. And the evil mother is disappointed. The doctors did that all testing and didn't find out she's pregnant. Oh. It's still too early to tell. Calm her down and come back. And the princess looks upset. So the husband is going on a business trip, and the evil mother tells her to just hold on for tonight. I'll take care of everything before he gets back. With a rich husband, cheating is just part of the package. Maybe I'm a little slow today, but I'm not sure what's going on. If they're going to get a divorce, to take all of his money since he's cheating. There's the old woman, and there we have the protagonist. The princess' mother says she's really sorry. She says to rest up and not worry about anything. Yeah, the protagonist is slow. Your consolation payment. You know this is how that family solves any problems, right? The old woman returns home and there is the evil mother. And there we have the evil princess. Oh, the princess is angry at the old woman because she is a tattletale and told what happened to her mother. I'm sorry, it won't happen again. And here we have the fine wine man, the man of the house. I don't see the young maid here today. I sent her to the hospital this late. He doesn't know about the accident. Oh, the princess is so angry at the old woman. And the old woman is drunk. The next day, here we have the protagonist. The doctor tells her something. You're pregnant 4 weeks. And here we have the fat woman. She tells the protagonist you will spend all your savings giving birth and raising the baby. But I guess savings are meant to be spent. Is it your boss's baby? I mean, he's rich and all. Have you ever had an abortion? Ooh. You should pack up and get out of that house. Then what? Your baby is not going anywhere. And now the evil mother and the princess knows about that the protagonist is pregnant. The princess is angry. And the evil mother regrets that she didn't push her from a higher place so that she died. And the protagonist returns, and there is the old woman waiting for her. So I'm not sure what's really going on here. If the evil mother has a plan, or if they just are out to get rid of the protagonist because they know about the fine wine man and that he has a tendency to cheat on women, and that the evil mother must get rid of the competition. And there we have the evil mother and the princess. They are talking to the protagonist. The evil mother has given her some herbal medicine, tells her to lie down. And the princess and the evil mother are talking about the husband, how evil he is. Oh, the evil mother is so jealous. From the day he was born, he had everything he ever wanted. Whatever he saw, if he wanted it, it was his. No matter what. All the men in that family are like that. Oh, is she on a revenge path? Look at your mother-in-law. She suffered through such awful things. Because of those guys. Normal people can't even imagine it. But she endured it all to become who she is today. And look at her now. Everyone worships the ground she walks on. You'll be like that too. Oh, and your children will be like Hon. That's what both you and I want, isn't it? That woman likes to smell her own farts. Let him sleep around all he wants. Later you can enjoy yourself and live like a queen. The old woman wakes up. There's a person going up the stairs with a, what do you call it again? Golf club? 18 iron or something? I'm not sure what it's called. 18 iron. 4 iron. The protagonist is sleeping. Maybe it's the evil princess. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the evil princess. She's standing over the protagonist with the golf club. She's about to give her a good schmack, but she stops herself, and there is the old woman looking at her. I'm a witness. And the evil princess gives her the club. And the evil princess is so upset again. Eh, she told the old woman. And there, the protagonist, she wakes up and she doesn't know anything about what was about to happen. The protagonist takes a bath. The old woman walks in. Oh, yeah. She's considering to quit. The protagonist is considering to quit her job. Then pack up now and go, the old woman tells her. No one in this family will care that you're gone. Just go now. Back to the evil mother and the evil daughter. What if she shows up one day with her baby? You think a few $1 million would solve the problem? The evil mother is trying to brainwash the evil daughter. She'll hinder you for life and be a thorn in the side of Naomi and the twins too. You should deal with it now. Make her get rid of it before it's too late. Okay, so that's the plan. So there wasn't anything about getting a divorce. So the protagonist wants to talk to the evil princess, and she has brought with her the old woman, and the evil mother is in the room. It's family matter, the protagonist says, and the evil princess slaps her. So, what are you doing? And the evil princess slaps her again, and the mother smiles. I said, what are you doing? And the protagonist stands up. I treated you humanely and nicely. Didn't I? And the evil princess is not hot. Even the old woman is hotter than the evil princess. And she looks so stupid. You can hear an echo when she speaks. I'm sorry, madam. Oh my god. Show some spine. About what? And she slaps the protagonist again. And the protagonist sits down. The old woman wants to go. Stay right there, please. I apologize, the protagonist tells the princess. For what? And she slaps the protagonist again. Mother. And here we have the mother. She gives the protagonist an envelope. What does it contain? Let's get an abortion. Then you can take this and leave. $100,000. Get an abortion. That thing inside you, it's nothing. I'm not sure if I like this movie. This feels like a Cinderella movie. The mother and daughter, they are so cartoonish. But how did you all know? Look behind you. There's an old woman behind you. She tells your secrets to the evil mother and daughter. What was I talking about? Yeah, the story, it feels so unrealistic. The mother and daughter characters, they are so cartoonish. They don't feel like real humans. And the daughter talks to her mother again, so she is certain that the protagonist won't get an abortion. And the old woman gives the protagonist a bag of ice, just like a Rocky movie after that tough round the protagonist had against the evil princess. The problem is that the protagonist, who should be Rocky, didn't fight back. Did the hospital tell them I'm pregnant? The protagonist asks the old woman. And the old woman, ooh, she looks like a man and not a pretty man. She's not a pretty bird. If you want more money, ask. They will pay and forget the baby. It's all about the money. Money, money, money. Money will make you happy. Money will fix everything. Not. Why did you just stand still and let her slap you? Yeah, that's correct, old woman. I'm sorry. Don't be sorry. The protagonist is so stupid. She has no backbone. And I don't feel sorry for her because she is stupid. I don't like stupid people, and the protagonist is stupid. And now the protagonist is talking to the little girl with that awesome hairstyle. She looks like a round football. I'm sorry, the girl tells her, Grandma pushing the ladder on purpose. Ooh. She's a smart little girl. I saw it. It was an accident because of the vacuum cleaner, the protagonist tells her. But the girl tells her no. You're a good person. I feel bad. Get out of the house, protagonist. Jian Jujian, get out. You are a stupid woman, but you don't deserve this. Does she? The evil princess leaves the house. Maybe you should put a bag over your head, you stupid woman, and not hot woman. She has no soul. You can feel that she's empty like her mother. I hope she goes to hell. Oh no, oh no. The evil princess. I think she has put some poison or something in that. What do you call it again? That bag with the herbs that the protagonist drinks. And the old woman comes up. Tell her to move out of this room. The evil princess, she is just too ugly. Put her in your room and keep an eye on her. Oh, I can't stand that ugly face. Yeah, and the protagonist drinks it. Maybe it will kill her and the unborn child, or it will kill the unborn child. Why don't she just leave? And there we have the little girl. The protagonist is in the bed. Why did you move to this room? A new nanny will come. Why are you sick? It's not that. There's a baby inside my tummy too. Is it a boy or a girl? I hope it's a girl like you. Oh, that melted my icy, icy heart. It's still too small, right? The protagonist is about to cry and she's acting strange. She seems a little off, and there we have the ugly princess. She's going to the hospital, so let's hope she dies. Let's hope they all crash in a car accident. And the old woman, she's happy that the uglies has left the house. Well, then the old woman also has to leave, and there we have the fine wine man. James Cameron, the king of the world. Well, he believes he is the king of the world. But there's only one king in the world. And that's Shogun Fat. The protagonist tells the old woman that she's going to have the baby. The old woman is looking mighty fine. She's relaxing. Go ahead. She drinks and she reads a book. Oh, the fine wine man is at the hospital to see his wife, and there is the ugly mother. Two men are escorting the protagonist out of the house and the property, while the old woman looks at them. No. She's at the kitchen. They brought her to the kitchen. Let's eat. What happened? Did the old woman contact the uglies, mother and daughter? They even took my cell phone. You can't trust that sexy old woman. Sit. What do they think they can do to my baby? These people are scary. I'm scared something awful might happen to you, and that old woman has a man's voice. You are more scary, old woman. You and that sexy manly voice of yours. And now what they are eating. Eating a fine dinner and drinking fine wine. Yeah, and there we have the fine wine man and the evil princess and their two ugly kids. The whole ugly family is there. The fake family. And he kisses her and she seems upset. I think she bit him. Can someone put a plastic bag over her head? Oh, the ugly princess hates him. And the protagonist drinks that herbal stuff. I'm pretty sure that she will get some stomach pains soon. Yeah, she has walked into the master bedroom, borrowing some lipstick and drinking her herbal thing, drinking her poison. Stupid woman. She just walks around there. My stomach, yeah, here it comes. She lays in the bed. Maybe she's going to bleed in the bed and take a dump. And here comes the fine wine man. He's home. He's upset. I don't need anything. I just want my fine wine. He checks his lip. That bee. How dare she? Maybe he will find the protagonist in the bathtub. Bleeding or something. Yeah, she's in the bathtub, but she's not bleeding. She's taking a bath. And she's looking mighty fine. Oops. I think she's drunk on the herbal thing she drinks. I was feeling under the weather. Wanna join me? And he laughs. He's having a bad day, as you wish. What's wrong with you? He asks her. I'm pregnant. And he stops smiling. But the ladies of the house found out everything. They really smacked me around. They said they would give me $100,000 if I have an abortion. But I'm having this baby. You go, woman. What are you doing here? The old woman asks her. Get out of there now. Will the blood come? She is in pain. She pukes. She's so stupid. But this baby is yours. And the old woman nods at him. Maybe he's going to get his shotgun. Will she bleed in the water? No, don't do this. No, baby. Yeah. There comes the blood. A lot of blood in the water. The baby is done for. But the protagonist looks mighty fine, even if she's bleeding in the water a lot. She has a mighty fine body. I just disappear quietly and live with my baby, the protagonist tells the fine wine man. I couldn't hurt anyone and I don't need the money. You're the father. This is your baby too. Calm down, Miss Lee. Let's have the baby, okay? And he smiles at her. Stupid woman. Thank you, Mr. Gu. Sorry for getting pregnant for someone like you. Where is she now? There are two doctors there, and the evil mother. I gave her a shot of something strong. Good work. The men in this family are really something. See you. Bye. Oh, it's a home visit. Pack her things and send her out. Okay, so don't let her back here ever. So I guess the baby is gone for good. Mr. Go wants to see you. Me, yes, he saw her. Yes, madam. Oh, God. They could have toned down that acting. Oh, I'm so evil. I'm so evil and I'm so ugly. And the fine wine man is playing the piano while the old hag is listening. Is the baby dead completely? He asks her. Oh, it seems she fooled around and came in pregnant. Why do you even care? Ma'am, I'll ask the questions. The baby is completely erased. Yes. She said it was my baby. Who says? Ooh, drama. She'd say anything to try to rip some money off us. Do that old hag have money? If it wasn't mine, why go through all the trouble? He's angry. Did you slip her some poison? It wasn't me. Then who was it? Your daughter, crazy bee. Sorry, it was me. Oh, she's lying to protect her daughter. Are you completely insane? This is a real shock to me. It's my child. How dare you think you can do that? Who has the nerve? Look, it is not my child if your daughter doesn't give birth to it. Is that it? No, of course not. The evil mother can't say much. She's in shock that he scolds her. What are they doing now? They are operating on her? Oh. And she cries. Isn't that woman outside her mother? No, it's no one. Who's that? It's the old woman. And she's crying. So they are removing the baby. They are removing the evidence. It was, and the old woman talks to the protagonist now. It was probably Hara who did it. Scary people. Probably why they're so rich. Nami said she saw her grandmother push me from the second floor. Kids don't lie, the old woman tells her. But I didn't even know I was pregnant then. I did. Oh. Nothing goes on in that house without me knowing, the old woman tells her. I knew everything. And the protagonist slaps her, finally. When you came home from the hospital, your baby's fate was decided, even if I hadn't told them, and she slaps the old woman again. I'm sorry. Now the old woman needs an ice pack. I'm ashamed. But a woman like me, it's in my bones, because I look like a man. Here comes a check, I guess. Take this and find someone nice. You'll be fine, you have a good heart. I'm going to get revenge. Oh my. With that brain of yours, I know anyone would do it. I have to do something. And now she's back where she started, laying in bed with that fat woman, complaining about how cruel the world is. She's talking about Nami, the little girl. The girl was so kind to her. Go to sleep and forget it ever happened. And now the protagonist is out driving on a scooter. Oh, she has put makeup on her. She smiles. She has turned into Lady Vengeance. And there we have the fine white man and the evil princess. They are in a, what do you call it? What do the Finnish call it? Sauna? 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 You know, the place where you sweat a lot. Sauna. In Norwegian we call it badstue. What's going on? There's the old woman. Is that the protagonist? Yeah, there's the protagonist, Lady Vengeance. It's snowing. Oh, this looks like Lady Vengeance. The old woman hugs her. Is she going to close the sauna, badstua, and make them sweat to death? What is going on? The protagonist is inside the house. She picks up one of the twins and she breastfeeds the kid. But behind her, the fine wine man discovers her. What the hell are you doing here? I thought she was going to kill them in the sauna. And she gives the baby to the fine wine man, and she picks up the other one. What is going on? What is her plan? And she gives him the other kid. Go, go, I'm going. And he yells for the evil princess. What's going on? She's crazy. She runs around in the house. So she has left the house now, and the couple is in the living room, and the evil princess asks the old woman how she got into the house. Kick her out now. Oh, she's still inside the house. And the mother is there also. Call the man. I quit, the old woman tells them. I'm leaving this house now. What's this all of a sudden? Where do you get the nerve? Chase that crazy woman out before you go. Never shut up, do you? From now on, if you want something, do it yourselves. I quit. What are you doing, Mrs. Shu? What the hell are you saying? You really want to live like this? Sick family. And he says this is what these people are like. Crazy people. And there we have the protagonist. She's standing there on the second floor. Oh no, is she going to jump? She's speaking to the little girl. And the little girl asks her, what about the baby inside your tummy? My baby? It died. Why? And she looks at the evil princess. The old woman tells her not to do it. Walk out of here with me. Oh no, I think she's going to just jump down and kill herself. I can't get it out of my head what happened here. It's so horrible. I can't take it anymore. That's why. So this is going to be the same scene as the first scene in the movie when the woman jumped. Mrs. Lee. The fine wine man apologizes for what happened. I'll settle with you as needed. You know me. And she just at him. Nami, thank you for everything. I'm sorry to you and the twins. What? She puts a rope around her neck. Don't forget me, promise. She's going to hang herself. And she jumped. She hanged herself in the chandelier. But she isn't dead yet. And they just stand there looking at her. Fire. She's burning. She has put herself on fire. Okay, this is a cool scene. It reminds me of a scene you could see in a movie like Suspiria. Now they are evacuating the house. But that crazy family will soon forget what happened. Crazy rich people. They are so insane. Yeah, that was a cool ending. The movie is a disappointment, but it was a cool ending. Hey Nami, there's the fine wine man and his rotten family. Hey Nami, come on up here. And there's the fine wine man and his rotten family. Yeah. Recognize it? Roberto. It's yours. He gave her a painting, My Pleasure Baby. And there's the ugly mother singing for her. She thinks she's Marilyn Monroe. Well, you are not the woman. You should take a look at yourself in the mirror. Disturbing scene. Look at that. Crazy, insane family. The craziness will just go on to the next generation. Bringing out a carpet in the winter, and the movie was finished. So I'm going to do my short review based on The Housemaid, the 1960. This movie was a disappointment. John Dujan is great, and so is the actor who's playing the fine wine man. I can't remember his name now, but the problem with this movie is that the daughter and her mother, they are so cartoonish. They belong in a Walt Disney movie like Cinderella. I couldn't take those two characters seriously. I'm not sure if this was supposed to be a serious dark drama, but it fails if it was trying to be a serious dark drama movie. The ending is pretty good when the protagonist hangs herself and set herself on fire, and the ending scene is also solid when you see the craziness that the little girl, will be effed up like her parents. And I guess when she will get her own kids, that they also will be effed up. The protagonist, I didn't feel that sorry for her. She's so stupid. She's not that bright, and I didn't feel that I got to know her. The character depth in this movie is absent. I didn't feel that she earned my sympathy. She's a simple woman, and that's that. She's naive. And the old woman, she is the chess master. She is smart, but her soul has been lost because of how long she has worked for this rich family. So she has lost her soul, but she is the one that can do something in this house, but she doesn't do it before the end when I guess her conscience comes for a visit, and she wakes up, but the old hag is almost already dead, so she will still end up in hell. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have anything more to say. I think I got it all. I didn't feel this was a deep movie. It has that sort of dark humor, but at the same time I feel the movie tries to be a serious dark drama. It's not like Chan-wook Park or Bong Joon-ho. You know, they are masters at mixing in dark humor, even if the movies are serious. This one fails with that, so I will give this movie a 4 out of 10. I don't think it's worth watching, to be honest. There are many better movies than this one. So a 4 out of 10. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.